Hello, welcome to the course. My name is Gajendra Tulsian and I'm your instructor for the course. This is the Physics with Calculus 2 online course. Let me walk you through the course website. So you go to class.daytonastate.edu and you should see a link for this course. And it'll look like this. So this is the lecture portion of the course and here's the lab portion of the course. The lecture portion is 501Z and the lab portion is 51ZL, I guess spring 26. All right, so I will first walk you through the lecture portion of the course, and then in a separate video I'll show you the lab course. Okay, so let's get with it. All right, so here's the lecture portion of the course. All right, so the links that we will be using is contents. This is where you'll find the lecture notes, lecture recordings, problem solutions, and so on. Quizzes is where you'll do your exams and all that stuff. Okay, there's a chapter quiz every chapter, and then there's every 4 chapters you'll have an exam. The assignment folder is where you will upload your work for the exams. Okay, so we'll go over each one of those. All right, so let's go to contents. So in the contents area, under general documents, so the content area is general documents, chapter notes, lecture recordings, problems that you need to study for the exams and quizzes, and here are videos of those solutions to those problems. Okay, so let's go to general documents. Here you'll find the syllabus for the course, and I'll go over the syllabus in a second. And these are the problems that you want to study from each chapter. Okay, so let's see. Let's click on that. So the textbook we are using is an OpenStax book. It's a free download, and it's the University of Physics Volume 2 in the OpenStax site. And here is the book. So if you go to the openstax.org, go under subjects, science, and then choose physics. And what we are using is the University of Physics Volume 2 book. Okay, it's a free download, and you can download a PDF copy here. And this book has 16 chapters. So and we will cover the entire book. So chapter 1, the first 4 chapters are thermodynamics, and so on. So this book has 16 chapters, and we'll cover the entire book. All right, so that's the textbook. Okay, so going back to the website, where did we go? Okay, so from each chapter, these are the problems that you'll be studying. Okay, and your exams and quizzes will be, chapter quizzes will be based on those problems. I have posted worked out solutions to these problems, so you just have to study them and make sure you understand them. Okay, let's go back to the contents. So here's the syllabus. You can read the syllabus. So let me go over the syllabus briefly. Okay, so here's the syllabus. Again, my name is Gajendra Tulsian. You guys can read all of that, and by the way, here's my email address, gajendra.tulsian@daytonastate.edu. Okay. Here's a link to the book that we'll be using, and we'll be covering, it has 16 chapters, and we'll be covering the whole all those 16 chapters. Here are a couple of links that you need, class.daytonastate.edu. That's where the course website is. This is my personal website. And here's my YouTube channel. I will be posting recordings of all my lectures and problem solving sessions there. Okay, so you can go to my YouTube channel and watch the recordings. Okay, so let me show you the grading scheme. Okay, so the assessment for this course, your performance is based on chapter quizzes, exams every fourth chapter, and the lab experiments. Okay, so and here are the how the grading will work. We cover 16 chapters, and each chapter you'll have a 25-point quiz. Uh, each quiz has 5 problems in it. Okay, and so that's 400 points. And the problems are it's the problems are exactly these problems. Okay, so I'll pick 5 problems out of these. They're exactly the same problems except that I've changed the numbers on the problems. Okay, so on the chapter quizzes, 5 out of these problems are picked randomly. So if you study these problems, you should be able to do well on the quizzes. Okay, and then every fourth chapter we'll have an exam. Okay, the exam will have 20 problems. Each problem is worth 5 points, and so the exam was worth 100 points. And for the exams, again, I go to these same problems and pick them randomly. They're exactly like the chapter quiz problems again, except that I've changed the numbers again. Okay, so um, that's how you'll be assessed. Okay, so the chapter quizzes and the exams will is where you're getting your most of your grade from. Okay, so that's 400 points each, and then you earn 100 points from labs, and I'll show you the labs in a separate video. Okay, and 90 to 100% is an A, B is 75 to 89%, C is 50 to 74%. That's a very generous grading scale. Okay, so that's the grading scale. All right, now let's go over. So that's the general documents. You'll find the syllabus and the exam review problems there. Here are the notes. These are the 16 chapters we'll cover. Okay, so I have made PowerPoint slides, and here are PDF copies of these PowerPoint slides. Okay, so those are the notes that you can review for each chapter. Here are lecture recordings. Okay, so there's the chapter 1 lecture recording. So let's go there, and these are posted on my YouTube channel. So if we go there, all right, so this is from last spring. This is a recording from last spring. So the chapter 1 lecture was done in 2 parts. This recording is from May 19th, May 1925. Okay, this is from last summer. Okay, this is from last spring, so this is on January 29th. Anyway, so these are lecture recordings from the past, and I will post lecture recordings from this spring as well. Okay, so as soon as I lecture on this in the classroom, I have a face-to-face section as well. When I lecture in my face-to-face section, I will post those recordings here, and the latest recordings will go on top. Okay, so anyway, here are recordings from the past, but I will be posting new recordings as well. Okay, and I will inform you by email when I have posted new recordings. Okay, so here are lecture recordings for all the chapters. Here are the review problem. Here are the problems that you have to study. Okay, those problems that are listed. So here's problems from chapter 1. So I worked these out, and here's a PDF copy of these problem solutions. So you just have to study them and make sure that you understand them. Going back to contents. Okay, so and here's video recordings of those same problems. So here's it, and they're posted again in on my course website. So this is from spring 25, last spring, and here's video recordings. So that's 50 minutes of recording. Okay, anyway, so everything is laid out for you to succeed. So you just have to put in the time, make sure you understand the material, and there's no surprises. Okay, so the more time you put in, the greater will be your success. Okay, so that's the layout of the course, and this is where the quizzes are. Okay, so for instance, the chapter 1 quiz, and again, I've given a very generous open window, but what I want you to do is as soon as I finish chapter 1 in the class, I want you to complete the chapter 1 quizzes. Okay, so in general, on an average, you want to do one quiz a week. Okay, and so those are the chapter quizzes. So here's 16 chapter quizzes. And here's exam 1. After I get done with the first 4 chapters, I'll let you guys know, and then I'll open exam 1, which is based on chapter 1 through 4 and the first 4 chapters. I'll give a 1 week window for you to complete an exam. Okay, so, and I'll inform you via email when the exam opens. So you'll do 4 exams. This is chapters 1 through 4. This is chapters 5 through 8, 9 through 12, and 13 through 16. Okay. So those are the exams, and that's pretty much everything about the course. So I hope you understand the layout of the course, and if you work regularly and get your weekly assignments done, then there's no reason you should not succeed in the course. Okay, and I like the course. It's very information dense, so hopefully you'll enjoy the course as well. Okay, and if you have any questions, shoot me an email. All right, now I'll stop here, and I'll show you the lab course. Okay.